To demonstrate the smart completion feature, I'll modify the main program for our maze solver. And what I've done is already commented out the call that launches the first thread into the maze to try to solve the thing. And what I'll do then is recreate that call using the smart completion facility. So here's where I want the call to go. And this is out of a package called search team. So I'll type in a little bit, and then I'll press Control Space. That's the default invocation for word completion. And so it's a manual invocation. There are places where smart completion is invoked automatically. And by automatic, I mean the character that you type that you really want to appear in the source code automatically invokes this operation for proposing completions to you. So Control Space, though, in this case, says there are three options here, three things that start with search and an underscore. Search team, obviously, search leads, and search type. And I can scroll up and down between them using the keys on my cursor, and the mouse would work too. But notice that one of them is highlighted. Search team is highlighted because that's the only one that's got a with clause. So I have visibility to this package from within this particular procedure. So GPS knows the semantics, and the smart completion facility is telling me that information. Search type has a comment associated with it, so we see that comment repeated here. Search team is the one I want, so I'll press enter. Now I can use that as a hyperlink, so I'll hold down the control key and move the mouse over it, so that, as you can see, things that are hovered over when the control key is down become hyperlinks. So I'll click on that. I'll click on search team, and it takes me to the package definition. So I can see that there's launch searcher and there's await search complete, right? So let's go back now. When I press the dot, that will automatically invoke the operation, the smart completion operation. And it says those are your two choices. There were indeed other procedures and other things in this package, but those are the two that are visible to clients. Procedure mice is a client, so those are the two routines that can be called. And again, I'll scroll up and down amongst them. So there's launch searcher. There's the parameter modes, the types, the formal parameter names, and that's the one I want, so I'll press the enter key. And then it completes the name of that procedure. But of course I've got parameters that I've got to pass to it, so I'll automatically invoke it again by pressing the open paren. And it gives me these choices. It gives me first off the entry that says parameters of launch searcher. And what that means is all the parameters that haven't been given a value already. In this case, none of them have been given a value, so it means all of them. But if I had already given one for starting point, for instance, it would only show me the option for doing the others that have not yet been provided an actual parameter. So I could pick those individually if I felt like it by scrolling up and down. But in this case, I haven't done any, and I want them all, so I'll press that. And it gives me the expansion, therefore, with the name of the formal parameter and the arrow for the sake of the named association format. So as you can see above in the comment, I want to call, or refer to rather, maze instance, and the entrance in particular, because that's where the thing should start. The maze track is here. There's traversal.origin. And finally, we want successful launch, which is a Boolean flag declared within this procedure. So there's one directly visible, therefore it's highlighted. That's the one I want. Go to the end, and I put in the semicolon, and we're done. So there are places where smart completion is automatically invoked. Things that you want to put in there anyway will automatically invoke it. In other words, the dot notation is one that's easy here. That's for the case of the package. But it also works, for instance, with record types. So if I have an object of some record type, I can say object name dot, and smart completion will automatically propose the names of the components. You have control over that. If you're a really fast typist, you don't have to have the smart completion show up all the time. So you have, in particular, control over how long the delay is between the automatic invocation key and whether or not the pop-up shows. So if you type fast enough, the automatic completion won't get in your way. So that's one of my favorite parts of GPS, and I wanted to show it to you. Thanks very much.